The 2023-24 regular season begins tonight at the Cougar Den as Grayson County and Breckinridge County renew their rivalry. For the Lady Cougars, they look to build upon an 11-win season with a brand new head coach, while Breck County looks to keep on rolling, doing what they've been doing. And a good evening and welcome here to the Cougar Den for tonight's coverage of Cougar basketball on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. Sam Gormley with you for another season of Grayson County basketball. As I was telling somebody earlier, we are now finally inside the Cougar Den where it's always 72 and sunny. We don't have to no longer deal with the, we went in football season, we went from it being 135 degrees to it getting actually pretty cold. We had to deal with rain, we had to deal with wind. Luckily, all of those elements we don't have to deal with inside here tonight in a great matchup between Grayson County and Breckinridge County. Game number one of our doubleheader features the Lady Cougars, who last season finished with an 11-17 record against the 25-8 last season Breckinridge County Lady Tigers, a team that some predicted to be the best in the region. Coming up on our locker room show, we'll introduce you to both teams, talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Mike McClintock, and give you the starting lineups. That comes up and more right here on The Moose.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars and the Lady Tigers of Breckinridge County are about ready to get underway. Breckinridge County last season 25-8 with a loss to Owensboro in the third region semifinals. Lady Tigers are the only team in the region to not only return their top 5 starters, but to return pretty much all of their points. In fact, they return all but 2 of their points from last season. So pretty much in my book, that's returning every single one of their points. And it starts with Caroline Lucas, picked as the second best player in the region by the Courier-Journal and fourth best by the Cat's Paws. Last season averaged 17 points per game, just under 5 rebounds. She's physical, she's tough, and she's a really talented player. But it's not just her. Elizabeth Grimes averaged just under 10 points, and Kaylee Huffines, the post player, 11.5 points and just under 6 rebounds per game. Chad Moorman is in his 7th season, and he's at it rolling. 132-52 is his overall record, and expectations are high. In the third region media poll that came out last week, they were picked second by the media members, including a few media members who might have even picked them first in the region. I'm not sure who that could have been, but it could be this person talking right now. I think this was my vote of being the best team in the region, based just surely enough on, they were in the region semifinals last year, lost to a really talented Owensboro team. And today, they returned pretty much everything from that, and they got high expectations for this year. Grayson County, new head coach. Introduce you to them after this, as this is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors, helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes,
We get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
but now our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
Welcome back to the Cougar Den, where Grayson County Lady Cougars are about to take on the Lady Tigers of Breckinridge County. Lady Cougars have a new head coach, Mike McClintock. He's in his first season, 160 and 207, spending a long time as the head coach of Edmonson County, both the girls and the boys. The players that you'll need to know, this Lady Cougar team, they have been trending in the right direction. In 2021 to 22, first year under Todd Johnston, 3-24. It was a tough year last year, improving that to 11-17. The expectations are to continue trending in that direction this season, because you lose two seniors, Bradley Renfro and Arissa Riggs, but you return a good group as well, headlined by Sydney Perkins. She's the leading returning scorer for Grayson County, 11.2 points, 3 rebounds per game. Sutton Van Meter was playing phenomenal basketball down the stretch, 7 points and 2 rebounds per game. And then you've got all the nice role players behind her. You're expecting to see more out of the now 8th grader Bree Jones, who's going to be running the point this season. She averaged just under 3 points per game. You've got Allie Jennings coming back, who, if you watched basketball 2 years ago, she had some really good moments in that game as well. So there's some in that season as well, especially in what Allie brings is she brings an edge. And it's hard to describe at times, but she is gritty, and you need a player like that on your team. She's one of those that, she's a good rebounder, too, something that Lady Cougars missed at times a season ago, especially when you're going and having to pair that with Ella Narvaez down low, who had some really good moments down the stretch. I know in the last 3 regular season games of the year, last season averaged over 9 rebounds per game, did Ella last season. So she was doing a really good job when it comes to that. As we mentioned, Mike McClintock, Coach Mack, is the new head coach of the Lady Cougars. We'll take a break, introduce you to him, and have more and talk to him and get his thoughts on the matchup after this. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
It's been a tough couple of months.
The
governor has declared a state of emergency, and evacuation is now underway as the storm approaches. The National Weather Service has issued a warning as it monitors the storm. Those are the following counties that are fortunate.
Convoy of Hope is ready to help you prepare for the next storm. Visit convoy.org/prepare.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Welcome back to the Locker Room Show here on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose. Sam Gormley now joined by the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Coach Mike McClintock. And Coach, since we last talked, you've had 2 scrimmages. You had one against Tates Creek and then one here against Clinton County. What'd you hate from the scrimmages?
I just thought that we had some breakdowns that we wasn't expecting, especially against Tates Creek. They got up in us a little bit defensively, and we kind of panicked. So that was the worst thing, I think, that as far as panicking against pressure.
I always like to end on the positive note. What'd you like?
The way we played, shared the ball, especially here against Clinton. We really moved the ball well. Everybody got good open shots, and we played decent defense.
What stood out to me the most in that Clinton County game was, ironically enough, the 5th and 6th quarters of the game. I feel like you got better as the game goes along. Do you agree with that?
I agree with you 100%, Sam. We started out a little slow there. We gave up some easy buckets, and then we kind of adjusted our defenses and kind of slowed them down. Then our offense got to going a little bit better.
Allie returns to the team this year after not playing last year. What'd she bring?
Energy and leadership.
Sydney last season, the three-point percentage was down a little bit. The three-point makes were down a little bit. How has she, though, improved in this offseason to try and make her senior year one to remember?
Well, she's learned to take it to the basket a little bit more, and then she lets the offense come to her. She's not forcing anything. We've got other girls that are scoring and shooting the ball well, and Sid sees that, kicks it, and then they kick it right back to her, and she's open because the defense has gone to help.
How does a player become a better driver?
Working on ball handling. That's the main thing.
It's that simple. Yeah. Tonight you go up against a team that is really good. Without even talking necessarily about the team itself, what does playing a really good basketball team early in the season do to benefit you?
Well, it shows you where you're at what level you're at as far as playing against good competition, and we can go from this game and build from it.
Chad Moorman, as the Breckinridge County coach, has had them rolling. He's had 5 straight 20-win seasons. That includes a COVID year where there was less games. What has made them so successful?
Chad Moorman has. He's a great coach, great person. And he's got some really good players. They're all returning from last year, so that makes them even tougher this year.
Lucas and Grimes, that's about as good of a backcourt duo that you're going to find. And then you throw in a really talented post in Huffines. How do you slow that down?
Well, we're going to try some things, Sam, which I know Travis would love to hear this, but, we'll probably throw a little junk at them, try to slow them down.
How do you pick up a big win and really make a statement in the region to open up the season?
Really limit our turnovers, get back on defense, play good defense, keep them away from the basket, and rebound with them.
Coach, good luck. More comes up on the Locker Room Show after this.
I'm not here to fire you up. If you're not already fired up, you shouldn't be in this room. If this victory isn't worth all you have to give, then leave. But now, Right now is your chance to be a part of a victory the world will remember forever. Victory over cancer. This victory isn't just happening. It isn't inevitable.
What does hope mean?
Now is our time, your time. You may save someone you love.
Time is very precious.
Today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory. A victory that is there for the taking. Grab it. How was that?
Now that was a great halftime speech. Let's go win.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected?
Here we go!
Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready. Because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike, or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs." Thanks, Jim. Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where it is Breckinridge County and Grayson County in the season opener. Let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the Lady Tigers of Breckinridge County, senior guard number 2, Caroline Lucas, averages 17 points a game last season. Sophomore guard is Elizabeth Grimes. She averaged 9.6 points and 3.1 rebounds per game. The junior center is Kaylee Huffines. She averaged 11.5 points and 6.9 rebounds. Josie Mitchum, the sophomore forward, averaged 6.3 points and 5.9 rebounds. And Kylie Carby, the sophomore guard, 6 points and 2.8 rebounds. Once more, that lineup is Lucas, Grimes, Huffines, Mitchum, and Carby. The head coach is Chad Moorman. Now the starting lineup of the Grayson County Lady Cougars. 8th grader, guard number 5, Bree Jones, averaged 2.8 points per game last season. Sydney Perkins is the senior guard. She averaged 11.2 points and 3 rebounds per game. Sutton Van Meter has 7 points per game a season ago. Isabel Blanton is the junior guard, number 33, 4.1 points and 1.5 rebounds per game. And Eleanor Valles is the post, 2.1 points and 4.5 rebounds a game. Once more, that lineup is Jones, Perkins, Van Meter, Blanton, and Narvaez. Assistant coaches Orlando Jones, Brian Jones, and the head coach Mike McClintock. The play-by-play of Grayson and Breck is next on K10 on 103.9 The Moose.
We had an MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-833-8-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
The doctor said I had a 29% chance to find a blood stem cell donor. But I knew you were out there. And when we matched, it was the best day ever. Dear donor, your blood stem cells saved me from leukemia. Thank you forever and ever and ever.
Experience the true joy of saving a life at BeTheMatch.org.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran, and disability employer.
Off of the 2023-24 season, about ready to get underway. Once more, the lineups for Breck. It's Lucas, Grimes, Huffines, Mitchum, and Carby. And for Grayson County, it's Jones, Perkins, Van Meter, Blanton, and Narvaez. The play-by-play is next on the Moose.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-833-8-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available.
Grayson County and Breckinridge County in the tip-off to the brand new season. A lot of storylines going on with this for Grayson County, looking to build upon 11 wins last season. Breckinridge County, they have high expectations this year as they're trying to bounce back. I mean, they lost in the semifinal, but they think that they have higher standards and maybe to find their way to Rupp Arena coming up in March. It's time for basketball here in Litchfield. It's the opening game of the 2023-24 regular season. Sam Gormley here with you on the call here on Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose, and also live via K105 Digital Productions. Make sure to subscribe to the K105 YouTube channel. Be able to watch all of the action from there. It'll be Narvaez to jump against Lucas as we're getting ready to get the brand new season underway here from the Cougar Den. The opening tip is up, and we are underway as the tip is controlled by the Lady Tigers of Breckinridge County. We'll be working from left to right on the radio dial. Black jerseys, white numerals, white stripe along the waistline. As this team last year, as we touched on it, 25-8 lost to Owensboro in the third region semifinals. It'll be Huffines 18 feet near side. Too long, Grimes chase down the loose rebound. They'll fire it back down inside to Huffines. Lowers the shoulder, runs right over a Lady Cougar, and I think we're going to call an offensive foul. It's a late whistle, but it will be an offensive foul called on Kaylee Huffines. That'll be her first and the team's first here, as Huffines did extend that elbow, and it was a good job by Grayson County having the defensive feet set on the inside. Breck County coming out in their full court pressure as it'll be Perkins bounce pass to break the timeline. Grayson County's got to go quick, and they finally do. They find Jones up top to Narvaez, into the far corner to Perkins. They'll bounce it back outside to Bree Jones. Again, Grayson County 11-17 last year, lost in the 12th District semifinals to Edmonson County. They've missed the region tournament for the first time in consecutive years, for the first time since 97-98. We're going to have an over and back as Van Meter tried to pass it up top to Narvaez. It went right through her hands, and she went and grabbed it in the backcourt. That'll be over and back, and the possession will head back the way of Breckinridge County. No score early on, just about a minute into tonight's opening game of this brand new season. Up top, little ball fake driving in, kicking it off to the far side. Huffines, another 18-footer on the left side. This time, she'll put it in. Kaylee Huffines extending out. She's a good shooter. the three-point shot is not necessarily her game. She only took 2 all of last season. Narvaez passes into Perkins on the right block. Perkins back out front to Van Meter, who's left alone on the right side. Zone defense here. 3, far side by Perkins. Put it in on that far side. Grayson County's got the lead at 3-2 off of the 3 by Sydney Perkins. Perkins last year averaged 1.8 threes per game. That was after her junior year where she averaged 2.8. Shot on the far side, missed by Huffines. Rebound goes out of bounds off of Blanton's foot for Grayson County. So it's going to stay with the Lady Tigers underneath. Your coaching matchup, Chad Moorman for Breckinridge County, 7th season, 132-52. Mike McClintock in his first season at Grayson County. Into Huffines in the post. They're feeding her a lot as it's Carby on the right side. From the right elbow, Carby puts it in. And Breck County retakes the lead at 4-3. 6:10 left here in the opening quarter of play from Grayson County High School. A 1-2-2 zone pressure here from Breckinridge County. Jones crosses it. Perkins runs down that far baseline, flips it up too hard. Narvaez with a rebound. Stripped. Loose ball goes into the hands of Carby for Breckinridge County. Outlet pass to the far side to Lucas. Lucas speeds, runs over Van Meter, and it's an offensive foul called on Caroline Lucas. It'll be her first and the team's second. And down after the play is Caroline Lucas. A little slow to get up, as Allie Jennings is going to come in place of Ella Narvaez in the game for Breckinridge County is Adlin Moorman, the freshman. Lucas is limping off the floor right now, not putting any weight on that left leg. And hopefully she's okay. She is a really talented player. So Moorman comes in place of her. Moorman, 3.1 points, 1.2 rebounds as an 8th grader a season ago. Allie Jennings didn't play last year for Grayson County, is back this year. Van Meter breaks it, tries to find Jennings, and throws it way over her head, and that'll be a turnover for Grayson County. 4-3, Breck on top. 5:39 left here in the first quarter in this opening game of the brand new season from Grayson County High School. And the third region media poll is voted on by media members from across the region as Grimes drives down the lane, kicks it off into the far corner, driving baseline, trying to dump the pass off to no one. It's a turnover for Josie Mitchum. But in that third region media poll, Breckinridge County was picked second in the region. Did receive a couple of first place votes, including one that was from me. I voted it. I know Breckinridge County's radio man Lee Bramlett sitting over to my left votes in the poll as well, as Perkins drives down the lane off the glass. Perkins puts it in from about 5 feet. Cindy Perkins has all 5 of Grayson County's points. And it's 5-4, Grayson County on top. This Lady Cougar team, when they played Breckinridge County last season, it was the first game of the season. They did not score in that game until the 4-minute mark of the first half. As there's a 3 by Huffines on the right side. It's missed. She only took 2 threes all of last season, but takes one there. Puts it in a little too long, and the rebound goes out of bounds off of Breck. It's going to head towards Grayson County, looking to expand upon their lead. Jones is stripped to the backcourt, and stepping on the baseline with the basketball is Moorman. Scott Ballman was checking on Caroline Lucas, and he's headed back to his post. Hopefully that is a good sign that he's not taking Lucas with him. Jones is stripped, knocked away by Huffines into the hands of Mitchum. Mitchum passes down to Huffines. Huffines guarded by Perkins. Off to the right wing. 3 by Moorman is off to the left. Rebound on the inside by Carby. She's stripped by Van Meter. Carby gets it back, but when she does, her foot was on the baseline. But this Grayson County team, when they played Breckinridge County last year, did not score until the 3:55 mark of the second quarter and trailed 27-7 at the half. They've already got 5 points in the first 3.5 minutes of the game. It's a good sign for this Grayson County team, showing how much they've improved against a good Breckinridge County team. All right, at the top of the key, Van Meter with the ball for Grayson County. Gets a screen from Jennings. Hand off pass to Perkins, who gets another screen by Jennings, and it's an illegal screen. It'll be an offensive foul called on Allie Jennings. It'll send the other way, her first and the team's first. Kennedy Green gets her first minutes of the season, 2.9 points, 4.3 rebounds per game. Appeared in every game a season ago. As Isabel Blanton comes out, Kennedy Green had one of her best games of the season in that district semifinals. If my memory serves me right, she didn't even score in the game. She just did some really good things that just shows you how she continues to improve. Moorman, right wing 3, left all alone, and Moorman makes them pay. The first 3 of the game for Breckinridge County. They've got the lead back at 7-5, halfway through our opening quarter of play from Grayson County High School. Van Meter double team to the backcourt, crosses it to Jones. Jones breaks the timeline across the near side. Jones lowers the shoulder, the Euro step, flip shot, left side, missed. But Jones will go to the line after being bumped by Breckinridge County. We'll see who the foul's going to be called on. That is going to be called on Radziewski. That'll be her first and the team's third. As Radziewski checked in there in that last, and Jones goes to the line, 61% a year ago. And the first one rattles in for the 8th grade starting point guard for Grayson County. This team as a whole, 63% from the free throw line. I think that's, this team is a better shooting team than that. Jones misses the second. Huffines comes down with a loose board. 7-6. Breck on top of Grayson. 3:50 left in the first quarter. Grimes up top, guarded by Van Meter. Thought about the handoff pass, drives in, bounces it back towards the middle, ripped away, and Jones is going to get a jump ball. Great job by Bree Jones to wrap up Mitchum, and the possession is going to head back towards Grayson County. Caroline Lucas comes back into the game after limping a little bit after landing hard earlier in the game. And Kylie Carby will also re-enter in place of Grimes. Sitting with a 1-2-2 zone pressure is Breckinridge County. Grayson's done a pretty good job with the zone early. Bounce pass to the middle to Van Meter. Van Meter into the middle to Jennings. Jennings, nice bounce pass right wing to Jones. Lady Cougars, that's what you want to see from them when they break this zone. They practiced it a lot. Up top, Van Meter is shoved by Mormon. And that will be her first and the team's fourth. There are some new rules, too, with fouls per quarter, too. They reset at the end of every quarter now. That's a new NFHS rule. Top of the key, Van Meter has it poked away. Mormon, Van Meter didn't know she was coming from behind. That's an easy steal into the hands of Carby. At the volleyball line, right side to Lucas. Jump pass into Huffines. Huffines crosses it to the left side to Mormon. 3 is up, and the 3 is missed. Huffines with the rebound. Huffines with the putback on the right side. Huffines has 4 of Breckinridge County's 9 points. And it's 9-6. Breck on top, 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Jones into the middle to Van Meter. Van Meter going the wrong way, backwards, picks up the dribble, got to get it to Jones. They fire it into the middle to Jennings, who then will have a timeout on the floor taken by Mike McClintock. 2:51 left in the first quarter play. It's 9-6. Breck on top of Grayson. We'll take it with him. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
Breckinridge County leads 9-6, 2:51 left here in this first quarter of play. I want to invite you to stay tuned in during the 5th quarter show of today's game. We're doing something a little bit different today. So we're going to be giving away a 2-pack of game tickets and a $10 concession stand credit. You'll learn more about that if you listen during the 5th quarter show in today's game. In fact, we're going to give away 2 sets of that as Kennedy Green's shot from the near corner is missed. Rebound is pulled down by Carby. Then she is fouled by Perkins for Grayson County. That's her first, team's second of the quarter. Grimes comes, well, she's trying to come back in, but she couldn't find Radziewski on the far side. She was hiding. You could tell Elizabeth was looking there like, where are you? Who am I supposed to be coming in for? And then finally she found her on the far side. 9-6, Breck on top, 2.5 to play in the first quarter. But make sure you stay tuned in between the 2 games. We'll give away 1 set, and then after the game of the boys' game, we'll give away a set. Then you'll find out in the 5th quarter show how that will happen. Driving in is Lucas, and she's bailed out with a foul on the inside. It's called on Green. That is her first, team's third. Your officials for today's game, Colby Joe Carver, Sean Williams, and Chris Carey. And it'll be Lucas to the line where she has improved drastically. She misses that first free throw. As a sophomore, in between her sophomore and junior years, she increased her free throw percentage by nearly 25 percentage points. Last year was at 69%, and she was not great her sophomore year at all, and she gets the free throw line a lot. Van Meter up top, gives it to Jones. Jones in between the circles, bounce pass to the free throw line to Jennings. Jennings spins it around, handoff, Perkins up top. Perkins going to back it off, 10-6. Breck on top of Grayson here in the first quarter. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. 3 near side, Van Meter, 2 long. Huffines picks up the loose board for the Lady Tigers of Breck. Gives it off to Grimes, who speeds right up the middle. Grimes on the right side, angles back towards the middle, and we're going to have a foul on Van Meter. Couldn't quite get the her feet set in the lane. It is on Van Meter, her first, team's fourth. Call that a shooting foul. Interesting. Grimes to the line, she will shoot 2. And the first one is good there for Grimes. 67.5% last season for the free throw line. Second chance for Grimes is good. She puts them both in. Breck on top, 12-6 now. They've doubled up the Lady Cougars. Good start, but since Lucas has come back in, Lady Cougars have struggled. We're going to have a turnover here as Jones tried to pass to the near side, and it was way too long, intended for Sutton Van Meter. And those are just the turnovers that it's not like Breck is doing anything to force the turnovers. Like sometimes you tip your cap. Turnovers are inevitable. Even the best teams turn it over sometimes, but you can't have the unforced ones. There's a 3 on the far side by Mitchum. No good. Nice rebound by Blanton on the inside, and then she's fouled by Lucas, and that's going to be 2 on Caroline Lucas. And that'll also be shots. And that's the team's 5th foul. So now they're going into what is in women's college basketball, where you get the 5 fouls and it's automatically the double bonus. And then at the end of the quarter, it will restart and go back to 0. So there's no more bonus in high school basketball. So there's no 1-and-1. They've gotten rid of it. And it'll be Blanton to shoot 2. And the first chance is missed by Isabel Blanton. Last season, Blanton was just under 63% from the free throw line. Huffines in, Lucas out with those 2 fouls. And Grayson County's played the best when Lucas has been on the bench. And Van Meter, or rather Blanton, makes the second free throw. It's 12-7, Breck on top. About 90 seconds left here in our opening quarter. Left side, Mitchum, guarded by Perkins. They try to loop it into Huffines, but Narvaez rejects it on the inside and knocks the pass into the hands of Perkins. Van Meter breaks the timeline at the logo. Left wing, Blanton. Blanton goes in on Mitchum, flips it up, shots missed, but an aggressive take to Blanton turns into foul shots. For Mitchum, that'll be her first. Again, team's 5th. So to the line is going to be Blanton, back at it for 2 free throws. And the first chance is missed for Isabel Blanton. Ratajkowski comes back in place of Mitchum. And the second one coming for Blanton is good. She goes 2 of 4 from the free throw line in that stretch, and it's a 4-point game now, 12-8. 1:10 left in the first quarter of action here from Grayson County High School. Grimes on the right side, guarded by Van Meter. Into the corner, feeding Huffines, gets around Narvaez, and Huffines gets the shot on the right side. Kaylee Huffines using her size to her advantage. She's got 6 points, and that's the difference right now as it's 14-8. Turnover in the backcourt. Taken by Grimes. Grimes' little Euro step, knocked back into her hands, spins it around, gives it to Carby, fading towards the baseline. Carby makes the shot. The turnover leads to points, and after Grayson had brought it to within 4, a quick little 4-0 spurt for Breck. Up top, Narvaez drives down, feeds it off. Left side shot, Blanton misses it on the interior. Rebound, outlet pass off to Mormon, chased by Perkins. And if I'm Breck, I'm hoping for the final shot. Instead, Mormon left wing 3. It is missed. Rebound on the inside. Grimes has it. We're going to have a foul called on Grayson County on the inside. It's called on Jones, and that's going to be free throws. It'll be her first, team's 5th, and it'll be Elizabeth Grimes to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Grimes, the little sister of Isabel Grimes, who had a really nice career, and her oldest sister even played for Breckinridge County as well. Now, Isabel's playing basketball at the University of Montevideo. She's coming off a career best performance, too, against University of Alabama Huntsville on Saturday. She plays a home game later this week as well. Makes the first. Grimes makes the second. A little 6-0 run here after Grayson County had brought it to within 4. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Peyton Bowman comes in for the first time for Grayson County. Backcourt to Van Meter, crosses it, and that's a bad turnover for Grayson. Into the hands of Ratajkowski, into the corner to Grimes. Grimes drives, kicks, And Breck from the top of the key. It's an air ball right there to pick it up as Grimes misses the shot. Green's got the rebound with 3 seconds. Off to Van Meter at the half-court line. She doesn't know the time. It's stripped. And that is the end of the first quarter of play. Breckinridge County leads Grayson County 18-8 as this is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
I'm not here to fire you up. If you're not already fired up, you shouldn't be in this room. If this victory isn't worth all you have to give, then leave. But now, right now is your chance to be a part of a victory the world will remember forever. Victory over cancer. This victory isn't just happening. It isn't inevitable.
What does hope mean?
Now is our time, your time. You may save someone you love.
Time is very precious.
Today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory. A victory that is there for the taking. Grab it. How was that?
Now that was a great halftime speech. Let's go win.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Grayson County trails 18-8 as we get ready to start the second quarter of play here from Grayson County High School. Sam Gormley with you on the call. 6-0 run there in that closing minute for Breckinridge County to put them up 10 points. Again, as a reminder, stay tuned in the fifth quarter show. We'll let you know how you can walk away with a 2-pick of game tickets to a future game and also get $10 concession stand credit. You mean like a barbecue sandwich or a hot dog or ice cold Coca-Cola? I know our K105 crew loves the concession stand. Some former members maybe more than others. Breck's going to start with a basketball to start here this quarter. Up top, it is Mormon with the ball. Again, Lucas had the 2 quick fouls to open up the game, and inside, Huffines spins, and Grayson County's got no answer for Kaylee Huffines. She has 8 points to lead them in scoring. I think this might be one of those things where they're going to have to start bringing a double team. Bowman into the middle to Green. It's too long and taken away by Carby. Carby down the near side. Outlet to the far corner to Grimes. All alone, 3. Grimes doesn't make it. Green with the rebound. Green feeds it off to Bowman into the middle to Jennings, and that's not the pass you want to do. You don't want to make a pass to your power forward / center running up the floor in the middle. You want her to be set when you make that pass. 20-8. Another turnover for Grayson. They played pretty clean through the first couple of minutes of this game, but the turnovers are really adding up over these last couple of minutes. Lady Cougars going with a zone. Backing up Huffines. Off to the right side, gives it to Mormon left side now. It's like maybe a 3-2 zone in the lane. Carby, shot's good. Carby's got 6 points. That's the thing with this is, Lucas and Grimes haven't scored from the field, and Breck's up 22-8. Van Meter, a bounce pass into Perkins, gets around the defender. Perkins flips it up, and it's blocked by Huffines. Hard to drive in on Huffines. Huffines very similar to Carrie Ann Williams down in Edmondson County, where it is a mismatch on the interior. Huffines listed at 6'1", and it wouldn't shock me if she's even a little taller than 6'1". Really talented player. Into the corner, Perkins, 3 up, 3 good for Sydney Perkins. She's got 8 points to lead the Lady Cougars in scoring, but it's an 11-point deficit. Grimes, right side Mormon, into the corner, Ratajewski, 3 good to answer. Lady Cougar defense gonna have to find an answer for Breck, who's starting to heat up. Crossing it to Jones. She gets it as she crosses the timeline. Keeps her dribble barely and out front, taken away by Grimes. A run-out layup is good by Elizabeth Grimes. The pressure wasn't giving Grayson County issues early, but it has now started to. 1-2-2 zone. Van Meter going the wrong way. Throws it to Jones and just throws it away. 27-11, Breck on top. Caroline Lucas comes into the game. She does have 2 fouls. Be something to keep an eye on. She does have 2 fouls. Hand off past Lucas up top, left side. Mitchum steps into the 3. It's missed, and rebound. It's going to be a foul on Lucas, and that'll be her 3rd. Teams first, and Caroline Lucas was in the game, and she did. She came and she went. Oh, I could see the two hands on the back. 28-11, so Lucas was into the game, and she picks up 3 very early fouls in this game. Fires off right side, Perkins. Up top, throwing it away again. The passing has not been good for Grayson County in this game. Jones weaves it around left side, flip shot, not there. Rebound, Jennings has it, puts it up, and is fouled on the inside. That's what you want. That's what Allie Jennings brings. Mormon picks up her second foul, team's second here of this second quarter. Allie Jennings to the free throw line, where 2 years ago she was a 58.5% free throw shooter. First one good. She's a player, too, that gets to the line a lot. If she can be a 65, 67% free throw shooter, she'd be really good. But those two, I mean, she couldn't have gotten up on the ladder and dropped it in any better. Both of them perfect for Jennings. Breck up 2 touchdowns, 27-3, 5:20 left here in this first half. Carby in the corner. Drives right past Perkins. Bounce pass, far corner, Grimes. 3 is up, in and out. It rattles. Mitchum and Green fighting over the rebound, and a jump ball is going to send the ball back to the Lady Cougars. Van Meter to Jones. Trying to find an answer for the pressure. Bounce back to Van Meter. She got a screen, didn't take it. Got to get the ball across, and does it to Jennings, and it's through her hands out of bounds, and it's going to go back towards Grayson County. I mean, Breck is playing good defense, but it's not like they're bringing a ton of tight pressure. Grayson County, a lot of these turnovers are self-inflicted. 5 minutes left in the first half. 27-13, Breck on top. Right side, Grimes in on Van Meter, drives around, and a reach-in foul going to be called. If it's on Van Meter, it's her second, and it is. Her second, team's first. Grimes back to the line. This will be her 5th and 6th free throws of the game. She misses her first. 3 subs in for Grayson. It's Blanton, Bowman, and Narvaez. Jennings, Green, and Van Meter come out. And Grimes airballs the second one. Hope she's okay after that. That almost, I mean, I couldn't tell if that was a, like, I'm in pain look, or that was the I'm in pain because I can't believe I did that look. Hopefully it's the latter. Perkins got to get it in, throws it into Jones. Jones breaks the timeline across the far side, speeds up on Mitchum, and is fouled by Mitchum. Mitchum kind of went in there. Chad Mortman didn't agree with the call, but I did think it was a foul. If anything, I think an argument could have been made that it maybe should have been called a little bit earlier. 4:38 left in the first half of play, 27-13. Perkins has to pass it in, does to Narvaez. She was her 5th option, does so. Perkins on the right side, spins it around at the right elbow. Outside to Bowman. There's not been any movement here on this possession for Grayson County on offense. Left side, Jones. Jones drives down the left side, picks it up, out front to Narvaez. Narvaez tries to fire in the corner to Bowman, but it's out of bounds and knocked out by Mitchum. 27-13. Grayson County trails Breckinridge County here in this first game of the new season. 3, far side, Perkins. Might have been partially blocked as it's well short. Blanton tried to save the ball inbounds, but it goes out. Remember that we'll have game 2 of our doubleheader after this. So it'll be the Cougar boys taking on this Breckinridge County team, which I think, and what do I know? I'm just the radio guy. I think could be a really, really good game. I know that the game that they played to open up last season was wildly entertaining. Huffines up top. Into Carby. Carby loses the ball in the paint. It's picked up, firing over to the far side to Mormon. Mormon drives, left elbow outside to Carby, who's going to back it off and reset up the offense. Carby in on Perkins, feeds Huffines, right side. Huffines does whatever she wants. That's 10 points for Kaylee Huffines. It's 29-13, all Breckinridge County early. Jones speeds up and throws it away. She tried to give it into Narvaez and threw it into where, if Breckinridge County had brought cheerleaders, that's where they would have been standing. Grimes re-enters for Breck after giving her a quick breather. Grimes on the right side, guarded by Jones. Up top to Mitchum. Left wing, Carby. Carby feeds the post to Huffines, and Huffines is fouled. I think that's going to be on Jones on the inside. It'll be on Jones or Narvaez. It is on Jones. That'll be her second, team's second of this second quarter. It'll be Huffines to the free throw line. Huffines last season, 72.1%. Misses the first one. Her freshman year, she shot 39.6%. I mean, when you're raising that from just about 40% to 72%, 32 percentage points. Shows you're putting in the work. She misses the first. And the second is good. She gets the shooter's touch there. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor taken by Mike McClintock. It's all Breck, 30-13, 3:22 to play here in this first half of play. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Connection builds community. It grows the minds of future citizens and leaders. Connection teaches. It encourages. It builds confidence. Through relationships, through partnerships, through small daily acts, through high-impact programs at all levels. Connection says together, we can.
The one thing I know about Grayson County Schools, when you get the right people going in the right direction, anything's possible.
We are GC Connected.
Grayson County trails 30-13, 3:22 left here in this first half of play against Breckinridge County. Trying to see most games haven't started yet. We'll bring you some scores throughout the evening. You got some interesting games going on. I know Henderson County in girls basketball plays Hancock County. Edmondson County is playing, I believe, Allen County, Scottsville tonight. Warren East playing Metcalf County. So we'll let you know some of those scores as they come through here this evening. Van Meter back into the game with 2 fouls. She joins Jennings, Green, Bowman, and Perkins on the floor. In the middle to Green, bounce pass, that's going to be over and back. She can get set over the side, and that is going to be another turnover for Grayson County. 3:14 left here in this first half. 30-13, Breck on top of Grayson. Right side, that is Bailey Brown in the game. They're going to feed Huffines again, spins towards the baseline, and Huffines continues to do what she does. Another basket for Kaylee Huffines, 32-13, Breck on top. Bowman bobbles the dribble, has to give it back to Van Meter. Van Meter curls around, and we're going to have a foul called, and that is going to be called on Brown. Her first, team's fourth, and Van Meter's got to be careful. She did hook, and sometimes you will see on the hook, they'll call that an offensive foul. I'm sure when Coach Mack goes back and watches the film, she'll just tell her, got to be a little careful on that. Sometimes the officials will call that the other way, even though there was contact on really both sides. Bowman, left wing. Jump pass inside to Green. Nice pass, nice finish by Kennedy Green on the inside. Great offensive possession for the Lady Cougars. Grimes running, feeding down to the right side to Brown. Blocked by Bowman on the inside. Loose ball picked up by Green. Green over to the right side to Van Meter. Van Meter curls it around. Van Meter right to the hole, in on Huffines. Shot might have been partially blocked, and it goes back, rebounded by Mitchum. Lady Tigers running. Feeds it off to Ratajewski. Ratajewski into the corner. Jump pass inside to Huffines, in on Jennings, and we're going to have a foul called as Huffines will go to the line for Allie Jennings' second foul. 3 Lady Cougars now with 2 fouls. That's Jones, Van Meter, and Jennings. The only other player that's picked up a foul is Green with just 1. Huffines to shoot 2. It is good. Huffines has 14 points for the Lady Tigers. And you can make it 15 after the free throw. She is tied technically with the Lady Cougars scoring-wise, as it's 34-15 with 2:10 left in the first half. Into the middle, another turnover taken away by Grimes. Grimes weaves at the free throw line. Pull-up, jumper, missed. Rebound again. Grimes gets the offensive board. Out to a deep 3 by Ratajewski, and it is good. 37-15. It's all Breck in this game. The offense was slow to start, but they've been anything but slow over these last really 10-plus minutes of game action. Van Meter flips it off to Perkins. 3 near side is good. It rattles in for Sydney Perkins. She's got 11 points for Grayson, trying to do it all. Grimes into the middle. Lowers the shoulder, fouled by Green, and she will go to the free throw line. This Breckinridge County team goes to the line a lot. They attempted nearly 20 free throws a game last season. Foul called on Green, her second, team's fourth. Grimes to shoot 2. She missed 2 badly last time after having 4 perfect ones to open up. And gets the shooter's roll on that. I mean, her last free throw, I'm not even sure touched the net. Real short. Narvaez in, Blanton in for Grayson. Grimes, we almost had one just stay up there. A sitter on top of the rim. Grimes tries to get the steal as she misses that free throw. Perkins loses it. Loose ball is picked up by Carby. That ball almost sat on top of the rim. I'm not sure. I mean, that you do not see very often. It did roll off, and Grimes almost had a steal after missing that free throw. Grimes on the left wing. Up top. Grimes left side. Right wing 3 by Moorman is good. Moorman knocks in her second 3 of the game. And it's 41-18, 45 seconds left in the first half. Bowman to the free throw line, Narvaez. Narvaez spins around, right-handed floater is a little short. Rebound Ratajkowski, and a timeout going to be taken by Chad Moorman. It'll be just a 30-second timeout taken by Moorman. That is 41-18. Breck on top of Grayson County in this game. Remember that we'll have game 2 of our doubleheader following this one between the Cougar boys and Breckinridge County. But stay tuned in after the game as we will be giving away a 2-pack of game tickets to a future game and a $10 concession stand credit. We'll let you know how you can do that. It is going to be very easy. In fact, we might even make our K105 Digital Productions crew do some work to help that out and let us know how we could do that. So make sure you listen to that, and we'll give away 2 tickets after the girls' game and 2 tickets after the boys' game today. We'll be doing this throughout periods this season. Hannah Smith will come in here at the next stoppage of play, or rather, the next stoppage of play is right now. Out of the timeout, I'm sure that Chad Moorman probably drawing something up. Here with 35 seconds, let's see if they'll run the entirety of the clock or not. It appears that they're going to be more than fine with running a play here, probably to hold for the final shot and take their large lead into the half. And maybe the most impressive part about this is that it was done with their best player, Caroline Lucas, picking up 3 early fouls. Lucas, 1 point in the first half of play. 10 seconds and counting. Right side, Carby. Into the corner to Grimes. 3 up. It is missed off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Perkins with 3 seconds. Perkins angles back towards the middle with 2 seconds. Perkins pulls up and is blocked by Huffines at the volleyball line. Score at the half. Breckinridge County leads Grayson County 41-18. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105 Digital Productions in Litchfield's Country Station 103.9 The Moose.
Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
It's been a tough couple of months.
The governor has declared a state of emergency, and evacuation is now underway as the storm approaches. The National Weather Service has issued a warning as it monitors this storm. Move to the following counties therefore should seek.
Convoy of Hope is ready to help you prepare for the next storm.
Visit convoy.org/prepare.
Grayson County High School, where it is 41-18, Breckinridge County on top of the Lady Cougars. Got music playing. The fans are having fun and dancing. I know the little man you're seeing right there, he wanted to make sure that he got on camera. So there he is. And he asked us before the game very nicely, so we put him on camera there. But it's 41-18. Breck leads Grayson at the half. Coming up on our halftime show, we will run down the scoring from this game, some scores from around the region, and get you ready for our second half of play. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-833-8-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
Some days are just better than others.
I think you should go talk to someone.
It's not that easy.
Have you been thinking about suicide? You can talk to me, Dad.
It's been a tough couple of months.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way.
We are neighbors helping neighbors. In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars trail the Lady Tigers of Breckinridge County 41-18 at the half. Try to see if we can't find a score update or two from around the region. Obviously not a lot going on, as most games started at 6 o'clock local time. Late in the first quarter, Metcalfe County leads Warren East 19-12, as Grayson County will face that Warren East team coming up on the 8th of January. There's a chance they could run into them in the Logan County Holiday Tournament as well, as they play that one after Christmas. And if I'm being honest, that's all the updates that I have really to bring you. As I'll try to do one little scroll through to see if there's anything else that I could potentially bring. And no, it doesn't look like I have much to bring you really quite at all. As I know that Kentucky basketball is getting ready to tip off as well, as that game will begin at 6:30. If you're listening with us and you'd like to listen and mute us, or mute them and listen to us, it's over on our sister station, K105. You'll be able to listen to that game. You can always watch it on K105 Digital Productions and kind of dual screen your action, or maybe you're watching the UK game and listening to us, and I'm not sure. There's all the different ways for you to do it. Hopefully you join us, because I mean, the second game, I think, really has the opportunity of being a pretty darn good one. 41-18, Breck leads Grayson in game number 1 here of this girls basketball contest. We'll take a break and run down the scoring from the first half of play after this. In your score at the half, Breckinridge County leads Grayson County 41-18. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
No matter what you're up.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected?
Here we go!
Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready. Because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike, or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran, and disability employer.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
On K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where it is Breckinridge County leading the Lady Cougars 41-18 at the half. Running down the scoring for the first half of play. First for the Lady Tigers of Breckinridge County, they were paced by Kaylee Huffines. She had 15 points. Grayson County just had no answer for her at all. 7 from Elizabeth Grimes, 6 apiece for Adeline Moorman, Rowan Radziewski, and Kylie Carby. And then rounding out the scoring was their leading scorer from a year ago, Caroline Lucas, with 1 point. Now, and it's a little misleading because Lucas, early on in the game, left with an injury. Just one of those where you landed a little weird. She came back in a couple of minutes later and then picked up fouls very quick in each one and had 3 fouls early. I mean, she probably played, of the 16 first half minutes, she probably didn't play more than 4 as dealing with foul troubles and injuries and everything when it comes to that. So that's a storyline to watch in the second half. But for Grayson County, it's Breckinridge County deserves credit for their defense causing turnovers for Grayson County. But a lot of those turnovers, I can't keep track of those. It's one of those stats that if I had a third hand, I'd maybe keep a track of it. I'd probably say 15 turnovers in the first half for Grayson County, give or take. And of those 15, half of them were what I would classify as unforced, meaning that it was just Grayson County turning the ball over and not because of really good defense. 41-18, Breck leads. Second half's next on the Moose.
I'm not here to fire you up. If you're not already fired up, you shouldn't be in this room. If this victory isn't worth all you have to give, then leave. But now, right now is your chance to be a part of a victory the world will remember forever. Victory over cancer. This victory isn't just happening. It isn't inevitable.
What does hope mean?
Now is our time, your time. You may save someone you love.
Time is very precious.
Today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory. A victory that is there for the taking. Grab it. How was that?
Now that was a great halftime speech. Let's go win.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Breckinridge County is going to start with the basketball in this second half of action. Sam Gormley back here with you. It's 41-18, the Lady Tigers on top. Looks like both teams at first glance going back with their starting lineups to start this. No, actually, it's not for Grayson. They go Bowman in place of Jones to start the second half. Bowman had a nice little sequence there where she played pretty well. Flip shot by Lucas. It's too hard, and she's fouled. Didn't hear the whistle, but headed to the line is Lucas. Foul called on Bowman. That'll be her first, team's first here of the second half of play. It'll be Caroline Lucas to the line, 1 of 2 in this game. Again, she only had 1 point in the first half of play, and first one's good. But didn't play a lot because of an early injury, but also she picked up 3 first-half fouls and gets the shooter's touch on that second free throw, puts them both in. It's 43-18, Breck on top. 7:50 to play here in the third quarter of action. Right side Bowman. Let's see what the offense could do. It was a lot of sloppy turnovers for Grayson County on missing passing lanes, and the movement wasn't quite as crisp, which is really what you expect early on in the season. But when you're playing a really good team, it exposes those. Free throw line jumper by Van Meter is missed. Grimes with a loose board for Breckinridge County. Grimes right up the middle, angles back towards the far side of the field, kicks it to the far corner to Mitchum. Mitchum to the free throw line, and it is to the right side to Grimes. Grimes right side to Mitchum. Out up top to Carby. Carby at the volleyball line, and it's to Grimes on the right side. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Up top, Huffines. Left wing Carby, picked up by Blanton. Man-to-man defense here for Grayson. Narvaez got a little bit of deflection on that. I don't know if it was quite. It's a 3 by Grimes, nothing but net far side. Grimes has 10 points. It's 46-18, Breck on top. This Breckinridge County team is really good, and it's hard to find a weakness. And I think the weakness would probably be maybe depth, but they're really good for what they have. They've got size, they can shoot, great at defense, and now Lucas picks the pocket of Bowman. Fast break Lucas in on Van Meter. Lucas lets Van Meter go by and puts it in on the right side. Breck up 30, 6:20 left in the third quarter. This Lady Cougar team doesn't get any easier. They got a Bullitt Central team that lost a lot from last year here at the Cougar Den on Friday. Left elbow Bowman was left alone, too hard. Lucas with a loose board. Lucas bobbles, gains it back. She comes down the near corner. Picks it up outside to Carby. Carby at the free throw line. Jump pass back to a 3 by Mitchum. It's an air ball, but there to pick it up is Grimes. Blocked into the hands of Huffines, who puts it in on the right side. Kaylee Huffines has 17 points in the game. She's almost outscoring Grayson County on her own. Narvaez into the far corner to Perkins. Perkins to the right elbow to Van Meter. Too short. Rebound Blanton. Blanton on the right side. Blocked by Huffines. Huffines gives it off to the near side to Carby. 2-on-2. Carby pulls up. Left elbow shot is good. Carby's got 8, and we're inching closer now to being a running clock for the remainder of this game, as it is 52-18. Breck on top of Grayson. Left side Bowman. Bounce past Van Meter in between the circles. Van Meter into the corner to Blanton. Out front to Van Meter. Van Meter is yet to score in this game. Really, it's been Perkins who has 11, and everybody else has been quiet. Into the corner, Blanton. She'll take the 3. It's too long, and rebound. Blanton gets it back. Nice play by Blanton. Down the right side, blocked out of bounds by Huffines. But immediately, I agree with what Coach Mike McClintock was doing, giving her, like, yes, that's what you want. The hustle plays. Didn't end up the way you want, but that's what you want. Blanton and Narvaez come out. Coming into the game is going to be Allie Jennings and also Addison Spainhoward. Spainhoward, a good shooter as a freshman. Van Meter drives in, right side shot, too short, somehow doesn't roll in. And it's rebounded by Grimes for Breckinridge County. Grimes up the far side, in on Bowman. Grimes blows right past, blocked though in the inside. The nice recovery by Peyton Bowman. Perkins, outlet to Spainhoward. Spainhoward walks with it on the far corner. Spainhoward came in and played in the scrimmage against Clinton County and played really, really well. In fact, she was one of, I think, if my memory's right, one of the leading rebounders of the game, and didn't play nearly the amount of minutes that the other players played. She's going to be a good player. Bree Jones in, Peyton Bowman out. Jones probably had a first half that she'd like to forget in the first half. Huffines spins towards the baseline, off the glass. Good defense by Allie Jennings. It's just Huffines is a really talented player. Bounce pass into Jennings. Jennings on the right side. There's the basket for Grayson County. Allie Jennings has 4 points. So we are in a running clock situation as Breck did get to that 36 mark. In the lane. Bounce pass to the middle to Lucas. Stripped by Van Meter. Went into the hands of Jennings. Off to Perkins up the near side. Perkins into the corner to Jones. Jones fires down inside, and it's taken away by Mitchum for Breckinridge County. Up the far side goes Mitchum. Spins around on Spainhoward and throws it away. Was it deflected? It's going to be a loose ball. Van Meter on the runouts, got it. Picks it up, fires off to Jones. Jones on the right side, too hard on the layup, and it's rebounded and picked up on the interior by Carby. Carby, an outlet pass to Huffines, who's left wide open. If you're going to leave Huffines wide open, she'll make it with 3 players around her, but if you leave her wide open, she's easily going to make it. She's got 21, 56-20. Breck on top. 3:15 left in the third quarter. Jones inside, pass deflected. Spainhoward's got it back. Drives, feeds it inside to Jennings, and she's fouled from behind by, it'll either be on Mitchum or Huffines. Pick your poison, and they'll give it to Mitchum. That'll be her third. Team's first. It'll be Allie Jennings to the line. She had 2 perfect free throws in the first half and gets the shooter's touch on that free throw. Hannah Smith and Peyton Bowman come in for Grayson County. Kaylee Huffines, Isabel Grimes, and Carby all come out for Breckinridge County, and that very well could be it for, as Jennings makes both for Kaylee Huffines, and she'll only finish 21 points. She's a great player. Lucas gets the spotlight, Grimes gets the spotlight for good reason, but Huffines is a handful and somebody that really I can only think of one team that might have a true matchup for. Lucas in the lane, jumps up and puts it in. Lucas starting to heat up here in this second half. But I really would love to see Edmondson play Breck. In fact, I'm looking, and there's a steal up front. Lucas has it. The run out for Caroline Lucas, and she makes the shot. She's got 8 points in the quarter, 9 for the game. Another turnover for Grayson County. 60-22, Breck on top. Right side, Bowman. Bounce pass to the right elbow to Jennings. Jennings outside to the right wing to Van Meter. Picks up her dribble. Off to the right side to Perkins. Blanton will check in at the next stoppage of play. But I'm looking right now, and I hope that Breck and Edmondson play this year, and at first glance, they do not. And that's a shame, because I would love to see Williams go up against Huffines. Hannah Smith at the left block. She passes off to Van Meter, lowers the shoulder, and Van Meter is fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. It's called on Moorman. That is her third, team second. Sutton Van Meter to the line to shoot 2. And she makes the first. Van Meter, a good free throw shooter. Just about 84% last season, and she was hovering around 90 for a large portion of the year. Isabel Blanton in, misses the second. Rebound, Jennings has it and then is shoved into the bench, and they're going to just call it out of bounds. Coach Mike McClintock not agreeing with the call at all. He's wanting a foul. Colby Joe Carver, the official, shakes his head and says, no, it was not. As Jennings went flying into the bench, Lucy Torrance and Brooklyn Dennis got a front row seat to something that they don't necessarily want a front row seat to, as there's a 3 in the corner by Ratajkowski. She's got 9 points. And 63-23, Breck all over Grayson County. Left wing Blanton up top. Pass knocked right back to her. Up top to Van Meter, in between the circles. Under a minute to play here in this third quarter. Left side Blanton drives in. Blanton layup, good. Count the basket. She'll go to the line. Brown called for the foul. Her second, team's third. It'll be Blanton to the line to try and convert on the end one. Kennedy Green in. Hannah Smith checks out. And it's missed. And the rebound, though, out of bounds off of Breck. We'll stay with the Lady Cougars underneath with 40 seconds left in the third quarter. And the time will only stop on free throws, so it'll continue to roll. Into the corner, Perkins, catch and shoot 3 is too long, and it's almost going to be a pass as Blanton runs it down the corner, getting the rebound. Back up top to Perkins on the left side, chased back by Ratajkowski with 15 seconds left in the third quarter. Right side, Van Meter. Tried to feed it inside, but deflected right back by Hinton. Van Meter curls, and it's ripped and taken away, and a foul is going to be called on Henning on the drive. And it's going to stay on the floor. That's only her first and the team's fourth, and that'll be the end of the third. Well, they're going to stop the clock, and they're going to give Grayson County a possession here. Perkins, bounce pass in, taken away, and Breck will dribble out the clock. Breck on top, 63-25 as we start the fourth quarter of play. This is Lady Cougar basketball on 103.9 The Moose.
An MRI, and then all of a sudden this doctor comes in and he says to us, we have the potential here for a catastrophic event.
And he looked scared.
He looked terrified. And he's like, we got to operate now. It just all changed. Life changed.
Bryce is one of the 47 children per day who are diagnosed with cancer. Today's treatments aren't enough. To watch the rest of Bryce's story, visit childrenscancer.org/story.
Grayson County trails 63-25 as we start the fourth quarter of play from Grayson County High School. Reminder to stay tuned in after this game as we'll have an opportunity for you to win 2 tickets to a future game. And also a $10 concession stand credit. That'll be able to be used at the concession stand, so it'll be a nice day to come out and enjoy either a boys or a girls game in the future. I'll let you know how you can do that after the game. As Grayson County's going to start this quarter with the ball. He plants into the right side to Van Meter. Up top, picks up her dribble, feeds it to Perkins at the top of the key. 63-25, Grayson County trails. Henning almost took it away from Perkins. Right side, Van Meter gets around. Van Meter drives in and loses the ball as she drives in. Emily Hinton, nice sliding defense in front of Van Meter. Sutton has only scored 1 point in this game. And immediately, Coach Mack is headed to the bench. Looks like he's going to be bringing in some of the junior varsity to get some experience. Left side, Ratajewski into the corner to Hinton. Hinton up top to Henning. Henning guarded by Perkins. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter of play, 63-25. On the inside, losing and gaining it back. Now a shot on that left wing is an air ball. And it'll go out of bounds, and it's going to head towards Grayson County. Full set of subs in for the Lady Cougars. Peyton Bowman, Addison Spain Howard, Lucy Torrance, Hannah Smith, and Brooklyn Dennis all in for the Lady Cougars. A game to forget for the orange and blue. There's no question about that. But in a way, it's almost good to have this your first game of the season. It's a long year. You got a lot of opportunities to improve. So there's a foul called on Henning, her second, team's first of the fourth quarter. New rules caught our good friend PA announcer Brian Payton there. Remember the fouls reset at every quarter. Spain Howard on the left wing. Up top to Torrance. On the right side, Bowman gets a screen from Dennis. Feeds it to Dennis on the right side. Handoff pass Bowman. Shot is missed off that left side. Good job by Brooklyn Dennis to seal off the lane. Almost had a really nice opportunity. Left wing, ball bobbled. Spain Howard stays in front of Brown. Up top, Ratajewski, wide open lane, too hard on the layup. Torrance gets the loose board and the rebound. Torrance up to Spain Howard. On the right side, Spain Howard, three, right side, good. She put it down from Short Creek, a deep three there for Addison Spain Howard. And it is 63-28, 5.5 left in the fourth quarter. A deep one for the freshman. Up top, onto the left wing, guarded by Torrance, diving, loose ball picked up by Lucy Torrance. Good job by the sophomore. Onto the left wing, Bowman. Gets a screen from Smith. Up top to Torrance. Torrance left side, Bowman. Can get the screen from Smith again. Smith peels to up top now to Dennis. Dennis looking for help with a handoff pass to Spain Howard. 63-28. Breck on top of Grayson. 4:50 left in the fourth quarter. Smith spins it around, and high arcing shot is short. Goes right into the hands of Ratajkowski, who's looking to push for Breck. Don't have numbers. Ratajkowski slows, speeds inside the lane. Might have gotten away with a walk outside, left side three. The bank is not open for Emily Hinton. The rebound, though, and put back out, and it's way off to the left by Henning. Another rebound for Breckinridge County. On the inside, another chance by Hinton is another air ball. Henning with another loose board. The offensive rebounds out to Ratajkowski, and another air ball finally is pulled down by Spain-Howard. That was an ugly possession on both sides. Grayson County rebounding and Breckinridge County offensively. Right side, Torrance passes off to that left wing to Bowman. Bounce past Smith. Up top to Spain-Howard. Lowers the shoulder. Spain-Howard flips it up. Right side, left short. Rebound, loose ball, and it rolls out in favor of Breck. Here comes a run out. 2-on-1, and it is Ratajkowski laying it in. 65-28. Breck on top here. 3 minutes and 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Right side, Spain-Howard. Spain-Howard gets around the defender. Spain-Howard layup. Can't go in, but she'll go to the line. Foul called on Emily Hinton. Her first, team's second. Now the clock stops with 3:32. And Spain-Howard misses the first free throw. Spain-Howard was 1 of 2 from the line last season. Adeline Moorman re-enters. And Spain-Howard puts in her second. There's also a new player in for Grayson County. It is Bree Jones. Spain-Howard with 4 points for Grayson County, 65-29. At the volleyball line. Off to the left wing to Henning. Henning at the free throw line, spins it up top to Moorman. Guarded by Jones, 3:10 left in the game. Lady Cougars will open up 0-1 on the season. In on Smith is Ratajkowski and is fouled by Spain-Howard. That is her first, team's first of this fourth quarter of play. Ratajkowski to the line. She was 2 of 8 from the stripe last season, but her first one this year is in the bottom of the net. For Grayson County, they will host Bullitt Central on Friday evening here at 7 o'clock at the Cougar Den. We'll have all the coverage of that game over on our sister station, K105, and if you're watching with us, just flip on back and watch with us there. We'll have all of the action from that game. And Torrance drives down and just loses the ball on the drive, and the ball will head back towards Breckinridge County. Then next week, it's a pair of more district doubleheaders, as on Tuesday they'll travel to Ohio County, and next Friday it's the first matchup between the Cougars and the Cats of Edmonson County down in Brownsville. That's kind of a look at these next couple of weeks of games. Driving in, Ratajkowski on the left side, and a foul is called on Grayson County. Be called on Spain-Howard. That is her second, team's second, and to the line will be Ratajkowski to shoot 2 more. For Breckinridge County, they play a tough schedule. And first one good there for Ratajkowski. They get their district game on Friday against Cloverport at 5:30, but then after that, I mean, you get a nice balance of easy and hard. Second free throw miss. Smith gets a rebound and okay, we're just having a. I thought it was a walk call, but instead it's just a sub to get some players into the game. Official timeouts as Kennedy Green comes in. Addison Spain-Howard checks out for Grayson County. But for Breck, I mean, they got on the schedule coming up here in these next couple of weeks, Madisonville, Meade County, Davis County, Hancock County, who I'm higher on than maybe some other players or other media members. As there's Green, ball fake, Green backs it off in the corner. Jones up top. She'll drive in. Little shot off the right side is short. Rebounded on the inside by Henning. And they played a couple of really strong holiday tournaments as well. And, you know, they got Graves County, Danville Christian, who's not a school that most people know a lot about, but they're, I think, projected to win the 12th region. So they play a lot of really good teams. Does Chad Moorman in a team that I know he has very high hopes for. And driving in, and are we going to have an offensive foul or a foul called on Torrance on the inside? It's a blocking foul called on Torrance. Be her first, team's third. It's going to stay on the floor here with about 45 seconds left. It's 68-29, Breck on top. Hannah Smith going to come out. And in for her was Perkins for Grayson County. Bailey Brown up top. Crossing over to the right side, driving in, flip shot. Green might have gotten a ball on it. Be 25 seconds now and counting. And Breck can just dribble out the clock if they so desire. 68-29, about 15 seconds left. The boys' teams are fired up. They're ready to roll. As there's 10 seconds left, and Breck is just going to dribble it out and open up the year 1-0. They give it inside to Mormon. She had it in the lane. I thought she was going to go up for the shot. Instead, that's how we will wrap up. Breckinridge County defeats Grayson County in the season opener by a final score of 68-29. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley Gabbard, internal medicine physician with Owensboro Health. I'd like to talk with women 40 and over about having annual mammograms, even if there is no history of breast cancer in your family. Early detection provides women a strong advantage in fighting breast cancer. Ask your primary care provider for a referral and schedule your screening online at owensborohealth.org/mammogram.
Are you looking for the best building materials in Litchfield? Look no further than Future Designs Building Materials. The builder's choice on Quarry Road has everything you need to build your dream home. Jim writes, "I'm so glad I came to Future Designs for my new roof. The staff was so helpful and knowledgeable, and they made sure I got the right materials for my needs. Thanks, Jim." Future Designs is more than just a building materials store. Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield. FDBM.net.
Building on experience.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Grayson County falls to Breckinridge County by a final score of 68-29 as the boys teams are on the floor getting ready for game number 2 of our doubleheader. Coming up, we're going to take a break. We'll hopefully get a chance to talk to the head coach of the Lady Cougars, Mike McClintock. Run down the scoring from this game. We'll get you ready for game number 2, but also we want to remind you that we'll have an opportunity for you to win tickets to a future Lady Cougar game. We'll tell you how to do that after this. Again, your final score in game number 1, Breck County defeats Grayson County 68-29. This is Lady Cougar basketball on K105.
I'm not here to fire you up. If you're not already fired up, you shouldn't be in this room. If this victory isn't worth all you have to give, then leave. But now, right now is your chance to be a part of a victory the world will remember forever. Victory over cancer. This victory isn't just happening. It isn't inevitable.
What does hope mean?
Now is our time, your time. You may save someone you love.
Time is very precious.
Today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory. A victory that is there for the taking. Grab it. How was that?
Now that was a great halftime speech. Let's go win.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
Look around your home, and there's probably something that was made right here in Litchfield. Leggett & Platt is a worldwide corporation making a wide range of products, including sofa sleeper and reclining hardware assemblies here at home. A portion of your Ashley, Lazy Boy, or England furniture might have been made by one of your neighbors. Join the Leggett & Platt team today. We're a one-shift operation with competitive wages. Our motto is, we work hard so you can rest easy. Leggett & Platt is an equal opportunity, affirmative action, veteran and disability employer.
Are you ready to help your family get prepared for the unexpected? Here we go! Ladybug and Cat Noir know how important it is to be ready, because you never know when Hawkmoth is going to strike or a disaster will hit. And you don't need miraculous powers. Just put those planning skills you already have to good use. Make a plan that will help you and your family be ready when emergencies happen. Ready Kids can help. Get started at ready.gov/kids.
For the more than 1 million people living with Parkinson's disease, the Parkinson's Foundation celebrates movement at Moving Day. A movement toward life-saving resources. Movement toward advancing research and care. Movement toward a better life. We care. We fight. We move to beat Parkinson's. Move with us at movingdaywalk.org.
No matter what you're up against, we have your back.
We are United Way. We are neighbors helping neighbors.
In communities around the world, when disaster strikes, we get you back on your feet.
We help children build brighter futures.
We've been here for over 135 years.
But now, our work is more important than ever.
Join us.
Join your neighbors.
Join United Way.
When I found out my son was addicted to opiates, I didn't know where to turn. Now I know there's help, and you can call, whether you're a family member, a sibling, or the person with the addiction. And the number is 1-833-8-KY-HELP. Call for the resources. They're going to help you with compassion and care and the knowledge of what's available to get you the help you need.
Here's a simple truth about higher education.
If pursuing your purpose, doing what you really care about matters.
If having a rewarding career matters.
If a better financial future for you and your family matters.
Then higher education matters. A brighter future is within your reach. Find out how at kyhigheredmatters.org. Brought to you by this station and the Kentucky Broadcasters Association.
This is Cougar Basketball on K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Lady Cougars dropped game number 1 by a final score of 68-29. The scoring from that game for Breckinridge County: 21 points for Kaylee Huffines, 14 for Rowan Ratajewski, 9 for Caroline Lucas, 8 for Kylie Carby, 10 for Elizabeth Grimes, 6 for Adeline Moorman. That is the scoring there for Breckinridge County. For Grayson County, it was 11 points for Sydney Perkins, 6 each for Allie Jennings and Isabel Blanton, 4 for Addison Spain-Howard, 2 for Kennedy Green, and 1 each for Sutton Van Meter and for Bree Jones. Grayson County opens up the year 0-1, and Breckinridge County opens up the year 1-0. As we mentioned, we are now going to give away 2 tickets and a $10 concession stand credit to a future Grayson County game. And how this will work, so we're going to do this throughout the season. Not every game, but I don't know. In fact, I haven't been told how often we're going to do it, but we'll also do it after this game, so you get 2 chances to win today. If you would like to get 2 free tickets to a future game of your choice, once again, you get to pick the game that you want, and a $10 concession stand credit, we're going to keep it simple. Just text Cougars to 270-259-6000. Again, if you would like to win 2 tickets to a future game and also a $10 concession stand credit, just text Cougars to 270-259-6000, and you will be entered to win. You can be listening on the radio right now. You could be watching. It doesn't matter. So, again, text Cougars to 270-259-6000, and you'll be entered to win. We'll let the winner know probably in the morning. So you'll have to wait to see if you can do it. But, again, text Cougars to 259-6000 if you would like to win 2 tickets. And hey, that $10 concession stand credit, that goes a long way. It's not like you're eating at the UK concession stand or something like that. The prices here are a little bit more reasonable, so you get yourself quite a bit of a meal for $10 and along with those 2 concession stand credits. So again, just text Cougars to 270-259-6000. We'll take a break. Hopefully talk to Coach Mack, but if not talking to Coach Mack, we will have start introducing you to this Cougar boys game, which is game number 2 of our doubleheader. In fact, what we're going to do is, if you're watching with us on K105 Digital Productions, we are going to end the stream you are watching right now, and we will begin a second one momentarily. If you're watching on YouTube, it should automatically transition you into the next game. So we're going to play you the outro, and then we'll rejoin you here in a few minutes. If you're listening on the radio, just sit back and enjoy. Again, your final score, game number 1, 68-29. This is Lady Cougar basketball on the Moose.